This is a loser leaves the federation match, ladies and gentlemen, coming up now. Whoever loses this next match cannot wrestle in the ACCW for 90 days. Introducing a man you know well. He's from Havana, Cuba. He weighs 220 pounds, and he is, as we have been told before, the favorite wrestler of the Pope. Could we welcome the Cuban Commando? This match will be one fall with no time limit. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the man who has been the foundation of Atlantic Coast Championship Wrestling, a man who is a legend. He is from Bad Street, Atlanta, GA, 235 pounds. Please welcome the Freebird, Buddy Rose.
But when they see us fall down, they rally up the way. Bad Street, Atlanta, PA. Bad Street in the whole USA. Bad Street,
One fall, ladies and gentlemen, no time limit, and the loser must leave the ACCW for 90 days. How's your head, Commissioner Boy?
Well, Mr. Mills, I think I've just about regained my composure. I want to say that's the first time I've been the subject of the brutality of the Rough Rider. I understand his frustration in losing a title. That's a traumatic event. Nevertheless, we have to abide by the call of referee Steve Stevens. He called it as you saw it. He administered a 3 count, and we've got a new champion.
And that was... I was just shocked. He's not the kind of a man you usually see laying his hands on officials. And he treated you like a red-headed stepchild.
He did, and as you saw when he came back out for his interview, he was sporting that Bad Attitude shirt, which, as you know, his former tag team partner, Mr. Attitude, has been breaking the rules for some time.
I get the feeling that maybe Rough Rider's having a change of heart.
Maybe a reunification there.
I know as we look here, we've got quite an interesting match. Two men who have had, not a little bad blood. I mean, they've had some gushers and some vicious confrontations. They've had hair matches. Now is a loser leaves the Federation match.
One last note on the Rough Rider situation. I'll leave the subject. We'll have to meet the executive body this week and make a decision. There will have to be a sanction to maintain decorum in the ACCW.
Oh, at the very least, a financial sanction, if not some sort of punitive action taken against him.
And once that decision is reached, an announcement will be made.
And you realize, don't you, that based on the Luttrell Sprewell case, he could have choked you with no problem. Now, punching you may be a different story.
Yes, I know. And the NBA has a different set of standards. In the ACCW, This being a professional sport that it is, we try to maintain a certain, again, level of decorum. It's going to be difficult to deal with.
Absolutely. Our timekeeper tonight doing an excellent job, I'm sure. And this is a good match. It's hard to get that momentum built back up after the excitement we've just had, but this is going to be quite a good match as these two experienced wrestlers fight each other for no title, but just to be rid of the other man for 3 minutes. I think that's vital for them.
It definitely is. You know, it's a sign of the times, too, when the good fans in the ACCW were behind me in administering or admonishing the Rough Rider the way I had to do. I'm just glad that the fans here in the ACCW were behind me.
Excuse me?
Sir?
That's not how I saw it. I felt that the fans were more on the side of the Rough Rider than of yourself.
Oh, no.
A shade delusional, Commissioner?
No, these good people are for justice and for fairness. The fans of the ACCW wouldn't tolerate such a situation. I couldn't see how.
I think that they may frown on the Rough Rider's behavior, but the reason for that behavior, I think they support him in his behavior.
So the ends justify the means.
To the fans, I would say that's exactly what they feel.
What would Nietzsche say?
He'd probably say, "You will enjoy this, do you know where your grandmother is?"
Or something like that.
Yeah. Buddy Rose sporting a new hairstyle tonight.
Looks like he made a trip to the barber.
That's probably why he has the new hairstyle. I guess the Commando's going to learn you don't give Chief Referee Steve Stevens any cop-out.
A lot on the line here, a lot of money, a lot of prestige. Both of these men, while involved in this feud, are lined up for title shots here in the ACCW. Well, now that championship has changed hands, but one of them's leaving the Federation.
Yeah, and that's like losing your job. Now, 3 months without work, I hope that Buddy has put away a few dollars, as well as I hope the Commando saved a few pesos or whatever those Cubans have. Old Chevys, I think.
And Volkswagens.
That's true. A lot of pre-war iron there.
Five minutes gone.
The old jawbreaker. And they're both stunned. Both men seem a little groggy here in this ACCW combat. We've had a lot of specialty matches tonight that we aren't normally used to having. And that's been part of what's made ACCW wrestling exciting. You get exciting matches and you get good wrestling. Oh, that's a great match here in the ring. This would be a main event on many of our cards, but tonight it's just the one we come back after intermission with.
Mark, these guys have met several times. The Cuban has won a few of the matches. Buddy has won a few of the matches. This is, I guess you'd call it the rubber match.
Well, I hope that nobody breaks. Our dear friend, the Cuban, taken down there with a nice clothesline. Buddy and Steve Stevens now getting into it. So Steve Stevens applying the rules and applying the lectures to the participants equally.
Well, that's why he's the chief referee in the ACCW.
We haven't seen much of the young Punchmeister tonight. He did the opening bout and seems to have been retired for a while. This is a great match, though, ladies and gentlemen. Great match. And as you look up here now, reverse headlock, but I think it's disintegrated into a choke.
This is a brawl.
Yeah, no rules. Is there any disqualification contingency here? They can still be disqualified. Those rules are still in effect, correct?
No, this is no disqualification because there must be a finish. Somebody's leaving the federation.
Okay. Oh, the legendary bite to the forehead.
Marv Albert has just entered the building.
That should make Tyson happy, too. I can think of a lot more pleasant things in this world to bite than Buddy Rose.
At least 37,652.
Exactly. Buddy getting his leg twisted a little bit here. I think one of the things, the crowd getting into it now is getting into it against the Cuban Commando, an excellent wrestler and a fine young man, but somewhat demented in his approach to the sport. Now how is he going to get out of this? The only hope Buddy has here is to go for the rope. The only hope. He was smart. He got the rope. Yeah, that's good. Ding dong boy. Well, this is a great sport. These are some awesome athletes, ladies and gentlemen. The Commando, a well-conditioned young man. Buddy Rose, a legend in his own time, actually. A mainstay of the independent wrestling circuit for years and years. A man that you can always depend on to wrestle 100% every time he steps in that ring. Buddy's on the downside of the momentum factor right now. The Cuban, of course, applying kicks in areas that we don't recommend you receive one. Okay, now will the Texas Cloverleaf get him a pin here? I don't think so. And I don't think we'll get a submission either. Buddy Rose does not want to leave the ACCW. He is to the rope again. That's part of the problem with the Commando is he's not verticalizing himself enough when he gets back in the bar. If he stood up a little straighter, it would have thrown Buddy's leverage off to where he couldn't have crawled. Well, with the no DQ rule, who cares what the referee says? Buddy's leg's still a little bit on the loose side. He needs to, that was a good kick. Good kick to the midsection, and a legal kick because it was with the flat of the foot as well as it was in the stomach, not the crotch area. That's something we stress in the ACCW, that you follow the rules. Buddy up to the second rope. Double axe handle on the head. Buddy Rose and the Cuban Commando, ladies and gentlemen. Exciting wrestling action. Oh. Buddy popped him with the flat of his hand. That took that elbow. Buddy messing with his wristbands. Buddy's not normally one to load a wristband, so perhaps it was just coming untied. I wouldn't suspect any of that anyway. We're enjoying this immensely. Great wrestling action. All right, they're both up to a vertical base now. Ooh, that was with a closed fist, ladies and gentlemen. I saw that, and I don't mind saying I saw that. Cuban deserves an occasional closed fist. Oh, good elbow. It seems to have had the momentum shifting now to Buddy. Buddy's legs seem to have gotten back where it's functioning 100%, or at least 90. Back up to that second rope again. Now, what's he going to come off with this time? Will it be an elbow, a knee, a headbutt? What will he do? What will he do? We're excited. It was an elbow. Dropped an elbow on the Cuban. No, he kicked out. The Commando again using somewhat questionable tactics.
Minutes gone.
A lot of wrestling holds, a lot of wrestling skill, and a lot of brawling. This match is a good mix of everything you come to a wrestling event to see. The hatred and disgust between the two men, the wrestling skill both men exhibit. Oh, a beautiful suplex. And the main thing that you're going to see, ladies and gentlemen, 100% effort from both athletes. That's what we get at ACCW wrestling action. 100% of attitude, 100% of interest. Look at that. And the Cuban flat on his back. Now will Buddy Rose go for the pin or will he go for the damage? Trying to damage the man even more. Oh, looks like so what happens when you go for the damage? You get the other guy can reverse it on you. Ooh, a big slam. Dropped an elbow right in the guttal area. Buddy puts his foot on the rope. Easy to do when you got the rope there, ladies and gentlemen. A smart wrestler always knows where the rope. This could be real dumb for the Cuban. He should not be turning his back. You never turn your back on a man like Buddy Rose in any situation. This is ignorance. Belly to back suplex. Going for the pin.
12 minutes and 8 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Freebird Buddy Rose. And remember, because of the special stipulations of this match, the Cuban Commando must leave the ACCW for 90 days. Hey, Freebird Buddy Rose, I've got to give you credit where credit's worth due. Ever since I came to the ACCW, I thought that every single wrestler was nothing but a two-bit stupid Americana. I was wrong. I respect a man who can get the job done. And you, by far, my whole entire 9 years of wrestling, has done the impossible. You outsmarted me, you out-cheated me, you out-wrestled me. I can respect that from a man like you. So as I leave, and I leave proud for the 90 days, I want to commend you, and I'll stand by your side if you ever need me. I'll shake your hand right now. But remember, it's only 90 days. I'll be back.